Extraction shooters have been around for years, but it definitely isn't a game genre that a lot of people enjoy too much. It is usually very niche, and the small player bases for these games are very sweaty. So it makes it hard for new players to enjoy the game since they aren't very beginner friendly, though that is what the small player bases love about these games. So there are a bunch of extraction games that are already released, and a bunch new that will be coming out, and we are including all types of games into this list. In this video, we are going to go over 10 new extraction shooter games that might be worth your time. Now before we go into the list, we wanted to mention a few honorable mentions. Hunt Showdown 1896 is actually over 7 years old. Escape from Tarkov is the game that made the whole extraction genre big in the first place. And Marauders is the final honorable mention, and this game takes place in space. The reason it isn't on the list is because it seems like the developers have stopped updating the game and the player base is slowly dropping off. So now that we have all those out of the way, here are the rest of the games.
This is key in this world. Stop, look, and listen. Trigger discipline will save your...
In the Forever Winter, you're a scavenger fighting to survive on a frozen, war-torn Earth. This third-person tactical looter shooter throws you between two ruthless AI-driven factions locked in endless combat. Each mission demands stealth and strategic decisions, forcing you to pick battles carefully, sometimes avoiding combat entirely. Resources like water power your hidden base, making careful management critical. This game is visually inspired by gritty films like District 9 and Children of Men. The game's haunting atmosphere keeps you immersed. If you enjoy tactical gameplay, survival mechanics, and exploring a brutal post-apocalyptic world, then you might really enjoy this one. There's also a demo if you think the game looks interesting, so you can try it out for yourself. We tried the demo, and we weren't the biggest fans of the game, but it is still in early access, so the game will get better over time. In Exoborne, you're a reborn, an enhanced survivor in a world devastated by failed climate experiments and corporate betrayal. This tactical open-world extraction shooter drops you into Colton County, a storm-ravaged region of southeastern United States. Here, you'll face hostile factions, unpredictable weather, and other players, all while scavenging for valuable gear. Customize your exo rig to suit your playstyle. Whether it's playing fast or replaying stealthily, dynamic weather events like tornadoes and lightning storms can disrupt plans or be used to your advantage. Each 20-minute session is a high-stakes gamble. Loot, survive, and extract, or lose everything. We played the playtest for the game back when it was running, and we can say that the game is very fun. It isn't the most unique game in the world, but from a couple hours we spent with it, the game will have a decent player base when it releases, though it will be a paid release, so keep that in mind. In Dark and Darker, you enter a brutal medieval fantasy world where survival is everything. This first-person dungeon crawler blends PvPvE gameplay, challenging you to battle both monsters and rival players. Choose from 10 distinct classes like Fighter, Wizard, or Rogue, each offering unique abilities and playstyles. Your goal is to delve into treacherous dungeons, collect valuable loot, and escape through elusive portals before the encroaching darkness consumes you. But beware, death means losing all your hard-earned gear. The game's intense risk-reward system keeps you on edge every run. The game is also free to play, so you don't need to spend a dime on it. You can also play the game with your friends, which makes the game better when you play with other people, because the game gets pretty difficult the farther you delve into the world.
Go from there. Good boys going to the front door.
In Incursion Red River, you're a contractor navigating the chaos of a war-torn Vietnam. This tactical first-person extraction shooter focuses on single-player and co-op gameplay. Customize your loadout, complete contracts, and extract, or die trying. The game emphasizes on realistic gunplay and strategic decision-making in a destabilized environment. Set in modern-day Vietnam, you'll face hostile factions and uncover dark secrets as the story unfolds. With the game's focus on PvE and cooperative gameplay, it offers a challenging and immersive experience for fans of tactical shooters. The game is one of the best-looking extraction games out there, and it also runs pretty well for being in early access. The game is cheaper than other games like it, but if you are a fan of co-op tactical shooters, then you'll really enjoy this one. In Witchfire, you're a sinner turned witch hunter, wielding forbidden magic and firepower to battle a dark and twisted world. This first-person shooter blends roguelite and extraction elements, challenging you to survive deadly expeditions and claim powerful loot. Each run is a high-stakes gamble. You can retreat to your sanctuary with your spoils, or risk it all for greater rewards. The game's haunting atmosphere and strategic combat keeps you on edge, demanding skill and precision. The game is still in early access, but they are updating it. And for the content that they have within it currently, it is definitely worth it. They just released a massive update with a new location that is totally worth checking out. Currently, the game is only single player, but they might make co-op in the future. In Blight Survival, you're thrown into a brutal medieval world, ravaged by endless war and a deadly plague called the Blight. This third-person action horror game blends roguelike mechanics with intense extraction gameplay. You'll battle horrifying monsters and enemy soldiers solo or team up with 3 friends. Combat feels realistic and strategic, letting you choose from various medieval weapons and armor. Each mission forces tough decisions: extract safely with your loot or risk venturing deeper in for greater rewards. With atmospheric environments and constant threats around every corner, it offers a challenging and thrilling experience perfect for action horror fans. The game doesn't have a release date yet, but it is definitely going to be a day one buy for us, just because of how the game looks. Make sure to keep an eye out for the release.
Death hath cast its shadow o'er this land.
In Hunger, you're thrust into a plague-ravaged Napoleonic Europe, where survival is a desperate gamble. This PvPvE extraction RPG blends brutal melee and ranged combat with deep character progression, questioning, and crafting. You'll scavenge a decaying world, battle unspeakable horrors, and outlast rival survivals in high-risk expeditions where every step could be your last. Choose a unique crafting or gathering profession to create valuable items, aiding yourself or trading within a player-driven marketplace. With no wipe mechanics, your progress and story persist, offering a persistent and evolving challenge. Whether you're venturing alone or in teams, strategy and adaptability are key to enduring this dark atmospheric world. This game takes heavy inspiration from the Hunt Showdown, but in our opinion, this one looks a bit better. The Hunt Showdown is very difficult to play, especially with all the weapon and character choices. A simpler experience like this game could be a lot better, since it is more focused on story and progression. Marathon is Bungie's new extraction game. We have a lot to say about it. It does look fun, but the game itself doesn't look that amazing to us. There are a lot of people who are excited for it, but it seems like it was a game that was put on the back burner and turned into an extraction shooter so the developers didn't have to put a lot of work into it. Some people got to play an early build of the game, and all they said that it was an okay experience, which isn't good for a video game that was created by such a large studio. We can't say too much about how fun the game is since we've never actually tried it, but the mediocre reception of the game is definitely something that you should be aware of. Plus, with having to pay for the full price of a game, there's going to be battle passes, microtransactions, and live service content. But if you are a fan of Destiny 2 and also enjoy extraction shooters, then this is one that you should definitely keep an eye out for. But maybe don't just pre-order it. In Delta Force, the iconic tactical shooter series returns with a modern free-to-play twist. This game offers 3 distinct modes: large-scale 32 versus 32 PvP warfare with vehicles and tactical gear, an extraction shooter mode where squads infiltrate enemy lines to secure valuables, and a remake of the classic Black Hawk Down campaign, immersing players into an intense single-player or co-op mission. If you are a fan of Battlefield, this is the perfect game for you. It gives you the full Battlefield experience while also having an extraction mode for those looking for some PvPvE action. Plus, you don't even need to pay a dime for anything, and there's no pay-to-win elements in it. The campaign is also free, but we do have to say it is very difficult. If you die in a mission, you will need to restart the entire thing. If you want a game with hundreds of hours of content, this one is totally worth it. And it's free to play, so why not try it?
For you.
Where'd you find all these things?
Here and there, you know.
In Ark Raiders, you will step in a desolate future Earth where humanity has been driven underground by relentless machines known as the Arks. As a raider, your mission is to venture to the surface, scavenge vital resources, and extract before becoming prey to these mechanical threats or rival players. This third-person PvPvE extraction shooter emphasizes tactical decision-making where every sound and movement can attract danger. The gameplay itself is looking to be amazing, and there was recently a playtest that had insanely good reception. The game was originally going to be an open-world co-op game, but then turned into an extraction shooter over time. It will also be free to play, which makes it a way better option than Marathon if you're looking for a fun experience. It is also by the same developers that made the finals, so you know it will be at least fun and optimized. A lot of these games are not even out yet at this video's release, so keep that in mind. Let us know down in the comments section below which game you enjoy playing the most, or which game you're looking forward to playing the most. If you enjoy our content, then consider subscribing, as it would help us get our content out to more people. Check out our custom merch that is based on games we really enjoy. All links are in the description, and thanks for watching.